team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Right on the money. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The Hoosiers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The give to the back. And he ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Now the play fake. Makes the grab down the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last two drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing.
Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
And that young man getting in the backfield again. He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They'll send out the kicker here. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll pull them back to within 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the big fella, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Soft spot in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This guy is lightning fast. Did you see him come out of the break on the slant? QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
Pulls it in. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're working that left side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground. offense as they get set to take over. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Leaves it with the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here's a hit. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll do it himself. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And how about this defense snatching at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat?
And I just love the effort too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired, but in this situation, you're seeing the effort. Guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
They go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And Sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark. Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
It's a completion, not a first down, but effective to give the punt team some space. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on his way. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Indiana! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Going for it all. Brings it in down the left side. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he brokered the football, he caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Off the play fake on first down. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in. It's Becker. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Turns it on in midfield. He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 10. And it's a touchdown.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on third. Makes the grab. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
17 on the play. 1st and goal, Indiana.
Wants to throw again. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of